everyone. A lot of you have expressed interest in knowing how LT and I actually prep food to go camping as a family of 6. Obviously, a lot of prep work does go into it. So we thought we'd do this video up just to show you the food preparation. Obviously, we'll go through what we bought at the shop, then through to actually what we do pre-prepare before we go. And then in this video too, we're actually going to show you some of the footage when it's cooked out at camp as well, so you can actually see it from start through to finish. With this one though, I do warn you that there is a lot of food that we have packed in this one. This is for a 7-day trip for LT and I and the kids. Just a side note, a lot of it does come back, but we tend to pre-pack a lot of stuff just in case. But now we've got a fancy freezer that we take with us, so it actually makes it a lot better if the kids don't feel like what we've planned for them for lunch or whatever. It just stays in the freezer and it comes home and we eat it when we get home. So what we'll do is actually run through everything now. With this one though, we didn't do a lot of pre-cooking. A lot of the stuff we decided we wanted to cook out at camp. So pretty much there's only a small portion of pre-cooking in this. A lot of it is just more chopping the meat, vacuum sealing it, getting it frozen and everything, just so it's easier, so you're not standing there bending over a camp table trying to chop up meat and onions and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. We are planning on doing heaps more prep videos, not so much food, but we'll do the other prep that we need to do. Obviously, all the gear that we take, even the kids' clothes and all that sort of stuff. So we'll go through that. I am a crazy list writer woman, so I'm more than happy to share my insane lists that I have to make sure that we don't forget anything when we go out and camp, because let me tell you that even with my list, sometimes I forget important things for the kids, like tomato sauce. That was a devastating camp trip. Anyway, hope you enjoy this one. Let us know if there's anything else that you would like us to cover. Thanks for watching.
So I thought I'd share with you guys our dry food that's come out of the shop. So this is all the stuff, a lot of snacks and stuff that we need to get for the kids to keep them happy. So I just wanted to film it because I've got to try and fit that into there. But that's all right. We went to Kmart today and we did buy this one over here as well, just in case. Just so you know too, we don't have a fetish for corn. There is a lot of cans of corn there, but where we're going actually has carp fishing, so we're going to use that as bait. So it'll be quite nice to actually not stink like stinky bait for once. But anyway, we'll do the cold foods shortly, and then we'll go through the prep of what we're going to freeze up and get ready for camp. Catch you soon. So I did do a hyperlapse of me actually packing these boxes, but then as it turns out, what you can see is my backside, so it's not actually really an informative video or one that I actually really want to show you guys. But anyway, just so you can see, obviously I didn't get it all in the one. We knew that was never going to happen. So I've just sort of separated it up to, you know, the snack box basically. So snacks for the kids and for Elton and I as well. So we did actually bring this big box. It's not packed properly at the moment because we'll put some other little bits and pieces in it, but we've just got mainly the cooking stuff in here, and we'll just see what else we need to add to it. Obviously I did take some things out of the boxes and the bags just to fit it in properly, but it packs in pretty good, and it's good to have all of the kids' snacky stuff in the one spot, so then they can come and grab it when they need to, and we don't have to keep getting up and finding stuff for them. But anyway, catch you soon. So as promised, we wanted to show you all of the cold food that came out of the shop. So this is all the cold food. Obviously it's minus the milk and the butter and stuff, which we will take from home or just buy at the last minute. But this is meat and cheese and eggs, of course, that are going to last us for the 7 days. So, oh, please ignore the slow cooker at the back too, because we're just cooking dinner for tonight. So what we're going to do now is chop some of this up, get it prepped and vacuum sealed and frozen ready for the trip. So we'll film some of that and take you through what we do. What we've done is bought a beef fillet in a roll, and LT is going to chop it up for us. We find that this is heaps easier for us to get enough steaks for the 6 of us rather than buying 6 individual steaks. So this is LT's job to cut it up because I don't want to stuff it up. Good job. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a progress report. We're just cooking the bacon for the burritos that we're going to have for one of the breakfasts. Obviously Snickers gets catered for too, so I'm just cooking his food. So he's just getting some lovely boiled vegetables and some beef mince, I think that one is, with brown rice and some seaweed. So that's what he normally gets, but I'll just prep it up and bag it up so it's easy. I have my list here going so I know what sort of portions I need to do and how to back them as well. Of course I'm having a beer because, you know, you can't prep for camping without having a beer. I don't know if I can get this out, but I'm trying a new one. It is Chewy Zero Carb, so it is a very healthy tasting beer. Not sure if I'm a fan yet or not. But anyway, in the air fryer we've got some hash browns that are going to go on the burritos as well. So I better keep cracking and I'll come back shortly. So I've just scrambled 10 eggs and just giving them a cook, and what I'll do then is add the bacon back in here and then we'll start building the burritos.
Sue's just prepping some breakfast burritos. So that, yeah, they're all prepped up and ready to go, and we'll get them all sealed up so we can take them out, save some time in the morning for a breakfast. Absolutely beautiful. Good job, Suze.
Thanks.
Good hand action there, Suze. No, we'll cut that out. Don't need that on there. It's a kids program. Yeah, so Suze is just going to roll these up now, wrap them up. Suze does double foil them, just to make sure that it doesn't burn when we cook them on the campfire. Just makes it easier to cook with the double foil there. Hey guys, so while Suze is upstairs just preparing more of the food prep stuff for camping, thought we'd just go through just a few little things that we also prep before we head out on the road. Fridges, so we do have them plugged in 240 at the moment just to get them down to temp, so when we do put our food items in it, they're nice and cold and ready to go. It's a nice way, it'll be more effective and more efficient, so it's all ready to go when we put them in the cars to head off and get them on the 12 volt. They're going to work a hell of a lot better because we've got it down to temp and the food products that we're putting in are cold.
So there you go, we're all vac sealed up and ready to rock. So all this stuff will actually go into the freezer now. You can see on the bags I've written the day and if it's for breakfast or lunch or whatever, so then we know how to actually stack them into the freezer. So we'll freeze these as flat as possible and then pop them in their days. Obviously Wednesday would being our last day, so we would actually put them in first into the freezer, so then obviously we don't have to dig around trying to find what we're looking for. And his Snickies is food, so he only gets fed once a day, so he gets a little Ziploc bag that will just go in the fridge. So we're all done, the list is all crossed off. Yay! She's chock-a-block, that is for sure. for lunch today. We're going to do campfire pizzas. So we've got one on the fire at the moment, so we just got to kind of do a bit of a production line. We need to probably get some more cast iron if we're going to do this sort of stuff. But we just got the little fly thing going, so the flies stay off the ones that are waiting to go on. I'll put some cheese on, and then we'll do them one at a time. I'll show you once one's done so you can see it. So it's ravioli and sauce tonight, a quick and easy one for us. So just in the sauce, we made it ourselves. It's just the passata, onion, garlic, capsicum, and some bacon, and a little bit of salt and pepper, and a little bit of sugar too, just to make it not so tart. And then we're just going to put some cheese on it, and we're done. So tonight's dinner is a good old butter chicken and rice. It's one of the kids' favourites, so we decided to try it. We've never actually tried it out camping before, so it pretty much is just the good old jar butter chicken. Looks fantastic on the fire. We got some rice going on the gas burner, so it should be good. So just thought I'd let you guys know, I was really curious about this at the start as well, where people were buying microwave rice and actually just cooking it out camping. It's a hell of a lot easier and more convenient. I was never ever sure if I should rip the bag open or not, or what to do. So I've tried it both ways, and to let you know that it is actually better to just like mush up the rice in the bag, but then actually not rip the bag open, and then I just sort of turn it around in some boiling water, and it actually heats it up beautifully. So that's what we do, but let us know if we're doing this wrong and there's a better way to do it, because I don't know, we've tried it with the bag ripped open, sitting there, and it wasn't actually quite heating it as enough, but this way seems to work for us. But if you guys have got another way that works better, please let us know, because we eat a lot of rice in this family, so... And I hate cooking it the traditional way. We've got a rice cooker at home, so please tell us. This morning, it's what we kids call Sue's McMuffins. How are they going, kids? Good. Eliana, how's your Sue's McMuffin? Good. Excellent. Time to eat. So we're having beans on toast this morning, just to show you the dodgy way that we do toast. We did have one of those wire ones that you actually put over the thing, but it took forever. So we just buttered a little bit on each side and stick it in the sandwich toaster, and the toast comes out good. It's a bit slow, but there you go.
Yeah, I'm here.
And, oh, hang on, it's not focusing. Just on the side note of my toast cooking, don't get distracted filming other things, because then you burn your toast.